aQuelle, the unholy water according to News 24 that supports a cult, or the living waters who saves millions? Which one is it? Let's find out. In 2020, I stumbled upon a story surrounding aQuelle water, but it didn't resonate with me until Gerda Potgieter approached me about co-hosting the podcast Our Journey, Their Story. She specifically wanted to spotlight the KwaSizabantu Mission. That's when the depth of this story hit me. Gerda's book, A Journey to the Truth, the Case of KwaSizabantu Mission, reveals how mainstream media, particularly News 24, launched a vicious attack on the mission, fueled by the falsehoods of a handful of disgruntled family members and former employees. This book is essential reading for everyone. I was enraged by the injustice. After all, as the saying goes, a lie will travel around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes. This injustice devastates the lives of innocent people, often without remedy. Yet, as noted in Luke 12 verses 2-3, secrets will eventually be unveiled and the truth will emerge. It wasn't until I visited the KwaSizabantu Mission myself that I fully grasped the magnitude of the injustice and the enormity of the lies. Calling this place a paradise is an understatement. You can truly see God's hand at work in real time. Consider the 2 aQuelle plants producing over 26,000 beverages per hour, the 11-hectare greenhouses yielding peppers year-round, and the thousands of avocado trees cultivated for export. Add to that the radio station, the school and college, the supermarket, the coffee shop, the bakery, and their various products, and it's hard not to stand in utter astonishment. Around 1,500 people from all walks of life are employed by the mission's business entities and the mission itself. Among them are individuals whom society has rejected, people who have found help through the mission's CYPSA program and turned their lives around. These are individuals who might struggle to find work elsewhere due to their past, but at KwaSizabantu, healing and forgiveness through Jesus Christ are at the forefront. Approximately 300 people live permanently at the mission, including families and even their elderly parents. And let's not forget the daily devotion sessions and Sunday services held in the 10,000-seat auditorium, the youth conferences that gather thousands of young people twice a year, with the 50th anniversary event this year hosting 12,000 people. Then there is the biannual Ministers' Conference that draws hundreds of spiritual leaders from various congregations, and the numerous outreach programs aimed at uplifting and supporting communities. Each of these has its own inspiring story. The gripping history of KwaSizabantu, where a 16-year-old Arlu Stegen felt called to preach salvation through Jesus Christ to the Zulus, is beautifully captured in Dr. Elfrida Fleischman's book, Bondservant of Christ, a definite must-read. Importantly, all services and conferences at KwaSizabantu Mission are offered at no charge, funded entirely by the business entities. If you wish to visit, simply call, and you'll be warmly welcomed at no cost. Just be prepared to gain a few pounds. Meeting the Stegen family and the KwaSizabantu community, who have endured horrific lies and false accusations plastered across mainstream media, I was struck by their unwavering faith, their calmness amidst the storm, and their resilience. They attribute their survival and continued flourishing to God's glory. Meanwhile, my anger grew daily about the injustice they faced. Yet it was they who helped calm me. They shared powerful stories of hope and restoration at KwaSizabantu, recounting how the mission supported them when everything around them seemed to collapse. In our upcoming podcasts, we'll delve deeper into their incredible experiences and explore how this vicious attack impacted their lives. My perspective changed dramatically in just 3 days, and it took me a while to reintegrate into our current world, one rife with hatred, judgment, false accusations, and sorrow. Nevertheless, I thrive to spread the love and peace of God that I experience at KwaSizabantu Mission to everyone around me. And to the naysayers and those who blindly follow mainstream media, here is my personal, brief message to you. It was an absolute whirlwind 3 days here at KwaSizabantu Mission. We arrived and we experienced, I think, all the seasons in 3 days, from rainy up to windy, ice cold, nice sunny day like today. But I didn't expect what we actually saw in 3 days, and 3 days is actually so little. You've seen some of the testimonies, you've seen the operations here at KwaSizabantu, and it's just mind-blowing. And I personally think that South Africa as a whole, the world on a larger scale, needs more enterprises, if you can call it that, what KwaSizabantu is all about. And the onslaught, the vicious, malicious onslaught that this mission had to endure until or since 2019, for the past 5 years. And my message to all the journalists out there, News 24 you included, that wrote all those articles about this place, I just want to ask you one question. Had you been here? Had you met the people? Did you have any interviews with the people here? The 1,500 workers that work in the factories, in the pack houses, on the farms, with the bees. It is just so massive. Did you talk to them? Did you ask them their opinion? The people that's here currently, not the people that were here 30 years ago and came with accusations. So to all the journalists out there, News 24, I give this challenge to you. Please come and visit KwaSizabantu, and then we'll talk again. Thank you so much.